Let's start the show. It's Ryan knows. So kick back, relax, and let him guide your soul. Around the windy roads, I like to take you high and low. Trials and tribulations and acquaintance you should get to know. So maybe let him in to get a better sense and open up your heart and your mind to find a better friend who's experienced a lot in life and isn't perfect. As he looks for purpose, a deeper meaning as we dreaming in between the circus and beneath the surface.
Hi, I'm Brian, and I know Tessa.
Hello.
This is not time for you to talk yet. Like, I have to actually introduce you.
Okay.
Tessa, this is what everybody does.
I know.
Except for Wild Bill was the only one that didn't say anything. Oh, wow. Okay, so this is how the podcast is going to be. Welcome to Brian Knows Tessa. Now you can talk.
Thank you. Hello.
Welcome to the man shed. This
Yes.
is, I forgot when, you're like, when I turned all the lights on that you've never been in here before, so you could take it in. There is stuff. There's one thing I ask people to find in here,
Okay.
and that's the shrunken head. You can see it from where you're sitting. I'm not going to tell you if it's high, if it's low, where it might be, but it is somewhere. If you see it, you know what you win?
What?
Nothing.
Awesome. I love that.
All right, Tess. Before we get into what you geek out about, what you get excited about, we're going to eat. All right. Okay. But before we eat, I want to talk about how I know you, right? So, so the funny thing is, not only do I know you from Shannon Rusty, but come to find out from going to Meets of the Round Table, Jamie knew you from when you used to play soccer with Camden. Was it soccer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Something like that. I think it
when
was.
you played a sport.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
so,
we went to school together.
Okay. You went to school with Jamie?
No.
See, you're not that old.
Camden.
Okay, because Jamie's like super. He's like 82. Pretty sure about that. So Shannon, Gavin, and myself have known you for almost. It's been at least a year.
Yeah.
I have to say, you have definitely been a blessing to our family. We've loved you. I've taken you on as my little sister because when I do see you when you're at work, I give you a hard time.
Yes.
I just have to. I see you and I feel like I have to like pick on you, but not in a mean way.
Yeah.
Maybe it's me. I'll work on that. So anyway, we're happy that you're in our life. And you've definitely, you're awesome. You always cheer up our day. I know Shannon loves being around you as well. So, okay. All right. Now it's time to get into food. So we have tacos. Now, these aren't regular ground beef taco. These are made with ground turkey. And they have, I wanted to keep it Tessa simple. And so it has lettuce and shredded cheese on it. Okay. Yes. Now, you told me before that you don't do any spice or anything like that, right?
No.
Right.
No.
You said like Old Bay was like the max of spice.
Yeah. I used to think pepperoni was too spicy.
Pepperoni?
Yeah.
Wow.
I've worked on that, though.
Okay. So I've got some spice. I'm using this hotter hot sauce. I love spice. We put these cute little picks in there. They're like little hearts on them. Okay. So now one thing we do, I don't know if you noticed from other episodes, is that we cheers our first bite.
Yes.
Okay. And then you're going to take your first bite for the ASMR, almost AMSR. You're going to take it right in that microphone. So that's the time you want to get close. It's okay if you open your mouth while you do it, because the audio listeners, this is an audio podcast too, like they hear that crunch or the slurping. This is that I always call this Shannon's favorite moment, and I call it that because she hates it. Like, it disgusts her.
Yeah.
Gavin's even get to the point where he's like, "Oh gosh, Dad, that's horrible." Okay, all right. So grab a taco. Weird. This is going to be a little different talking and eating, but I think that this is important. You break bread while you're talking about stuff. It's a good thing. All right, so let's cheers. All right, you take your first bite. If you need to hold this over that, that's fine. I don't care what gets on the ground. The dogs will eat it. Is that disgusting you? Okay, wait till my bite, because this is a professional right here. I'm telling you. Like, I even get it when I'm getting.
My blanket.
It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, like that. Yeah. Yeah. No, I got to tell you something.
Okay.
I'm not a taco fan.
Okay.
I did this for you, so I sacrificed for
Oh.
you. Well, I was like, I had to get home. I was going to put the chicken in. And Shannon's like, I made turkey tacos. And I'm like, and then you said, you're good with it. So,
Yeah.
okay. So the thing that you geek out about is snails.
Yes. I like snails.
Now, we're not talking about escargot. We're talking
No,
about,
I can't.
right. We're talking about like the humane side of it. We're talking about snails
the cute
as your
ones.
companions. Now, what justifies a snail as being cute? Like what, because most people wouldn't say snails are cute,
I don't know. They're really small. That's part of why I
So
think
if
they're
it's
cute.
small,
Automatically it's like kind of cute.
how small are your snails?
Oh. The
Like, are they
biggest
little
one-
babies?
No, the biggest one is like the size of a $50. The smallest one, it's like a quarter of an inch
Okay.
big.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many snails do you have? Or have you lost?
5.
You have 5.
Yes.
Did you name them?
Yes.
Are they appropriate to say on the podcast? I didn't know if you
Yes.
like had a bad name. Like,
They're appropriate.
Okay, what are the names? Let's go.
The big one is Tank.
Mm-hmm.
And then the teenagers, that's what I call them.
Teenagers.
They're the 2 middle-sized
Okay.
ones. They're Tia and Tamara, like we talked about that one time.
Right.
And then the second smallest one is Mushu,
Okay.
like the dragon from Mulan. Yeah.
Right.
And the smallest is Nemo.
Okay.
Because,
Those are cute names.
Because he's the smallest one.
Do Tia and Tamara look the same?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I have
that's
no
why you
clue
went for
who's
the
who.
twin.
Yeah.
So
No clue.
they have they have an issue with you because of that.
Yes.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. Do you have a favorite snail that you like, or is there one that you just can't stand? One that like really gets on your nerves? Like, I swear, if Mushu does this one more time, I'm putting him in timeout.
No. I like Nemo, obviously.
Because it's the smallest.
Yeah. Well, and I accidentally almost killed him when I first got him.
How did you
It's-
do that?
I was cleaning the side of their tank, and I didn't realize he was there, so I knocked him off. And I thought I threw him away. But I didn't.
Where was he?
He was just
Was he in the toilet like Nemo?
No.
Oh,
No, he was just in the dirt. But
just in the dirt. Do you keep this tank outside? Is that or do you have dirt on your floor? You're very natural.
yes.
Okay.
I have dirt floors.
Dirt floors. I'm glad your parents are providing that for you. Okay. So Nemo's your favorite. Is there one that seems to be like an antagonist to the other snails? Like, I don't know. Like, what are snail personalities like?
Well,
I mean, they're chill, right?
yeah. They don't really have... Mine don't really have personalities. I don't know about other people's snails.
Maybe you need to play like metal for them or something. Oh. Or a K-pop. I'm just saying, maybe we have a snail dance party.
Oh, yes. Like
You
on...
do?
No, but I could. Like on SpongeBob, you know, the
Like
jellyfish party.
Gary? Oh, the jellyfish party.
Snail party.
What are your thoughts about Gary on SpongeBob?
He's cool.
Are your snails like cats?
Are my snails like cats?
So Gary's like a cat.
Oh, I see. what you're
Almost
saying.
because of his like personality and stuff. So yours aren't cats, okay? All right. Maybe they're like pet guinea pigs or something. What?
Sorry, I was just chewing.
It's okay.
Before I
We
spoke.
chew. I don't
Oh.
care if it's like it's falling out of your mouth.
Okay.
Um,
Oh,
No, you go. I will interrupt you forever. So
they do. They like to escape. They're
like a Houdini.
they do that.
Do you know who Houdini is?
yes.
Well, I don't know. I mean, you're a lot younger. Houdini's not talked about. Like,
Oh,
okay, so Houdini was a
I remember
magician
him.
and escape artist.
yeah,
So they're like that.
yeah. Like I'll have the lid of the tank off, and I'll be cleaning it, and then all of a sudden, one of them is like climbing over the edge.
Is that when they get fast?
Yeah. They want to be free. So yeah.
So you're not providing enough freedom for them. Maybe you need
Apparently
to turn
not.
your room into like an entire tank. Would you get more snails if you could? Like, is there a limit to
know.
snails?
Well, like, you have to have enough room for all of them. So if I got more, I'd have to, like, get a bigger tank and...
How big's, like, the tank that you have now that you have them in? Like, is it, like, a normal fish tank size?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's pretty... It's probably, like... I don't know how many gallons, but it's
Like a
pretty
10
good.
gallon, something like that?
Yeah,
like
probably.
a 10-gallon hat?
Yeah.
Right. Do you have to, like, so it's not totally filled with water, right? Or is there any water in it?
They're land snails.
Oh, well, I don't know. I don't know the difference between
Oh. I
non
wish I could have...
snails.
I wish I could have water snails.
So, well, that is a thing. Okay,
I
so
know.
yours are land. What do you have to put like a sponge in there with water for them, or is that too much? They
No.
don't. Do they drink water?
Yeah, when I, like, spritz
Oh, you
their tank.
missed
Yeah,
them.
I missed them. And then the sides of the tank will get, like, water droplets on it, and then they like, eat the water droplets.
Oh,
It's kind of cute, actually.
what do snails eat?
Mine like carrots
Okay,
and green beans.
okay, green
What
beans.
else?
Like you have to cook them, or do you like take them out of the the can, or?
No, just fresh green
Oh,
beans.
so you're picking green beans for
No.
for
Yes.
them going to the field and
Yep.
picking green beans.
What
why
else?
why can't snails eat cucumbers?
Oh, Shannon told you.
Yeah, yeah. I have to know
I
about
knew she would
this.
tell you. Well,
Or is this just your snails?
no, it's like a thing.
It's a thing.
Yeah, like if you go on
snail
Reddit-
people comment all about why snails can't eat cucumbers.
Well, because they have a bunch of like water, so they don't have a lot of like nutrients, but they taste really good apparently to snails. So they'll just like eat them a lot, instead of eating like nutritious food, and then they'll get addicted to them and refuse to eat anything else.
They will only eat
Yeah,
cucumbers.
yeah.
So would that work? That'd be the same thing if you give them pickles, since pickle is a cucumber.
I don't think they like pickles. I don't
They
like
haven't had
pickles.
my pickle. Well, just because you don't like, I make my own pickles, but you don't like any kind of pickles, do you?
No.
I make really good pickles, but you'll never try them because you just look
No.
absolutely disgusting.
My
And
sister
hard
likes
work is
pickles.
not. We're not talking about your sister.
Oh. Whoops.
We're talking about you. Whoops. We're talking about you and your snail addiction. I mean, snail appreciation. So anyway, all right. So this seems to kind of be like a trend. The people like into snails as pets. What
Really?
made? Yeah.
I did not know
Read
that.
it on Reddit. I don't really know much about Reddit. It has articles. What got you into snails?
Well, they're my favorite animal.
Why are they? Wait, okay. Why is a snail? So I used to
I
say
don't
that if
know.
I could be any animal, if you ever had that question, like if you could be any animal, and my answer was always, if I could be any animal, I would want to be an ant eater because I wonder what ants taste like. Yeah, I didn't say it made a whole lot of sense. Okay, so why are snails? You're like, is it because they're just like they take their time? They seem like to have that laid back attitude. Do you like them because they're
Laid-back
like
attitude.
they're laid back attitude? I don't know. I mean,
Well-
what is it? I mean, you find them cute.
Yeah.
So you like their little antenna? Is that what they're called? What are
Well,
their what
the-
are their little things called?
Well, the like big
Or is
ones
that
are
their
their
eyes?
Yeah.
Oh wow! See, I'm getting schooled.
their
I thought there was
eyes.
an antenna. Okay.
No.
Is there
Yeah.
there one eye snails? Like, is there pirate
Maybe.
snails? Like one
Do you
has a
know about-
patch on it?
Do you know about zombie snails?
No.
Okay.
Tell
This
me
is
about zombies. I've never heard about. Did you learn about this on Reddit too?
No, I
Okay.
learned about it
In
in
real
college.
life. Okay. All right. Tell me about all about zombie snails.
Well, it's actually kind of weird actually.
Well, look at. Do you see the stuff that's in the shit?
well,
There's
yeah,
puppets.
I
I mean, come on.
Okay. Well, it's a parasite
Okay.
that that infects the snail, and
How do they get
it's-
that? Is it normally like snails in the wild, or is
Yes.
it pet store snails?
I think just in the wild ones.
Okay. All
I'm
right.
forgetting.
But so they get this
details.
parasite. It's okay.
Yeah.
What do they do? What do they
It
look
like, it like goes into their brain. You can kind of like see, like they look
They
weird.
look like zombies?
No, it's just, I don't know. I'm picturing it in my head, but I don't know how to
Have you
explain
seen
it.
pictures? Have you seen
Yeah.
videos?
Yes.
So what do you see when you look at a zombie snail? Like, are they discolored?
Kind of.
Do they act weird? Like, are they
Yeah.
really fast?
No,
Gives them, like,
I don't know why.
speed.
I don't know why I brought this up when I can't think
Hmm.
of everything.
It's okay. If you find out about zombie
Zombie
snails,
snails.
put a link in the comments, please. And we'll make sure Tessa
Every-
sees that.
Yeah.
Like, are you afraid that your snails are going to become zombie snails?
No, I think they'll be
Start
okay.
eating your
I
brain
think they'll be okay.
while you sleep?
Oh,
don't
no,
know.
they're fine.
Do
they're
they
gonna be
do they
fine.
have any like interesting behaviors? Like things that you weren't expecting them to do?
Oh, they like to like climb on top of each other, and just
Oh,
like
hey.
no, not like
that type of
not like
podcast,
that.
Tessa. Okay.
Not
They
like
climb on
that.
top of each other.
Yeah, like on like the small one will go and sit on another one's like
Okay.
shell and just like ride around.
Will
Yeah.
they like stack like 4 or 5 high or
Once I saw like the two little ones were like on top of each
T
other.
and Tamara?
On top of another one. No. Oh my gosh.
Nemo?
Nemo and Mushu. I didn't remember their names.
I hope your snails don't watch this podcast. You're gonna be like, what's
Yeah.
So in your research, right? So like you did some research like when you started getting into snails. Were there any like no you didn't? No.
Well, it's not
So
really.
like so we have chickens, right?
Mm-hmm.
We knew nothing about chickens. We knew we wanted them. We are a pet family. And so like everything was you talk to coworkers about that have chickens, you look on YouTube, so you do that research and during different phases you learn different things because there's certain things that animals will do that'll just like surprise you. Was there any surprising facts that you found out about snails that you had no idea about before?
Well, so I used to have one.
Like
Not
when you were
like-
younger.
Yeah, but I wasn't like, I didn't know anything. I just found one on a plant that I had in my room, and so
Okay.
I was like, oh, this is my snail now. And so,
So you left it on the plant?
no, I put him in a little tank.
Okay.
And I took care of him, but then, yeah, I didn't really know how to take care of him, so at one point I just let him out in the
like,
wild.
Well, you figure if they're out in the wild, like what are they eating from outside? Are they eating like small insects? Are they eating like
Oh yeah, they
little
can
bugs?
They
and-
can do that.
Are you supposed
Yeah.
to give them that?
Well, that I have learned is that you can give them like dried bloodworms or like mealworms.
Okay.
And they eat those.
Does it take them like a really long time to eat them? Like, would it be like if a
Sometimes.
sloth was eating it? Like you picture a sloth. Is like a snail, like a version of a
of a
sloth?
but just like a
But are they
slimy sloth.
faster? Yeah. Are they real slimy?
Kind of.
Do you put them on your finger and you have like a slime trail?
Yeah. I try to hold them, but they don't really like it.
Do you ever use their slime as natural lotion? Everyone
No.
wants to know.
No, I do not. But I know you can do that.
Do you-
I will not, though.
Okay. Do you feel that snails are misunderstood? You do?
Yes.
Okay.
I think that's part of why I like them.
Okay. So if you could have an anteater, you would have an anteater as a pet.
Yeah, probably.
Just because it's misunderstood as just something that eats ants all the time.
Well, because, like, my favorite number is 13.
Uh-huh.
But, well, A, because I like it, and B, because people say it's like a unlucky number
Whatever,
and everything. So it's
yeah.
like, okay, I'll like it. And then, so, yeah, I guess that's kind of why I like snails.
Do you
'Cause
think people
are
just like look at them as like they're just gross? Because I think when
or
you
that they
when
just, like, exist, and it's just like,
well, like when you told us when you were talking about your snails, because like we saw you and Shannon said, Tess, tell her, tell Brian about your snails. I wasn't grossed out or anything, so it wasn't like, oh, that's gross. I thought it was interesting as a pet.
yeah.
Now, growing up, I had tons of different pets. My grandma owned a pet store, so we always had tons
That's
of different
nice.
stuff, and some of them were strange, some of them weren't real strange. But I was also a magician, so I had the typical like doves and bunnies and stuff like that too. If you could tell people something that they might think is, like gross or not something that they would really want to I'm trying to find the words to say it. Something that they would think about snails that would just totally turn them off. Like, what would be something, like if they're thinking very negative about snails, like say you're talking to somebody, what would be something like a fun fact or a loving fact about snails that would change their opinion on how they feel about snails?
To make them like them?
Yeah, like say I hated snails and you're telling me about it, and now I'm like looking at you gross, and I'm like, this is disgusting. What would be something interesting that you would tell them that would kind of change their mind on how they feel about snails?
That's a good question.
Or just listen to the dead air.
Okay.
You can't answer that. Like, what are the things that you truly love about snails? Because when you talk about them, you smile, you get excited, and I think a lot of people can, like, they'll feed off of that, right? What is it for you that gets you excited about your snails?
Well, I want to say that they're cute again.
No, but that's fine.
Are.
That's fine.
But
do you get like right up in their face too, like?
Well, sometimes because I want to like look at them.
Okay. Well, that's what you would do. You would just okay.
What else? I was gonna say something. Oh, they're really fun to watch sometimes. Just like, because sometimes they do move kind of quickly.
Really?
Yeah.
Does that freak you out a little bit?
No, I'm just kind of like, okay, snail.
Now, is there a time that they're more active?
Yeah, they're nocturnal. That I also didn't know before.
So at night is when a lot of stuff, like when the party gets started. Do you have like a little disco ball in there for them?
No.
It might be a good idea, or it might get them very dizzy, and you might have like snail puke everywhere.
They do poop a lot.
They do?
Yes.
Does it stink?
No.
Okay.
No.
Maybe it's because
I'm not,
you're just feeding them
directly smelling their poop. So.
Addictive cucumbers. Maybe that's why. I don't know. What's one thing you would like to tell people about, or what's one way you could explain of why they should get a snail or snails as a companion?
Oh.
Like a companion pet. So not everybody's a cat person, not everybody's a dog person, but some people might be a snail person. Okay. So what's one thing you would tell them, like, this is why you should get a snail? Well, easy maintenance?
Yeah, they're easy to take care of.
Okay.
And like for food, I put new food in there every like 3 days.
That's it?
Yeah. Okay. They'll eat it. If it goes
bad,
they'll
they fast eaters? Besides cucumbers.
Sometimes.
They have an addiction problem.
Yeah. Well, once, like, I put a slice of carrot in there, and it was gone kind of quickly. Well, like, the big one ate it. So he was like, I'm going to eat this carrot. Okay. And he did. He ate all of it in, like, not that long. Probably, like, an hour. Okay.
So
which is kind of quick
they're
in
cute.
Snail time.
To you, they're cute. They provide some form of happiness, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and I said something to my mom about, like, liking to watch them, and, well, I don't know where she heard this, but I believe it, that it's kind of, like, calming and, like, meditative to just, like, watch them.
I get it.
So it's like a living Zen garden.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like, have you ever seen those little Zen gardens for desk?
Yes.
With little rakes. Shannon used to have one at her old job. I saw one the other day that was like a chicken coop and little chickens and little eggs. And you would just, like, it had a little rake, and you would just rake up there's no chicken droppings though. Because that'd be kind of gross.
Yeah. So
you love snails?
Yes. I used to like puffins, but now I like snails.
What is a puffin? Oh,
it's
like the penguin thing?
Yeah, but it can fly.
It can what?
It can fly.
Oh, I didn't know that. Why'd you look at me like I was an idiot? I didn't know that.
Well, I thought people knew puffin.
But you didn't have a pet puffin, did you?
No.
I mean, that'd be pretty cool, right?
I technically adopted one.
Wait, what does that mean? Is it like you bought a star, named it after somebody? Sorry, Rocky Bozell. I mean, that's cool. That's cool.
I don't know how old I was, but I think it was like for my birthday, my parents, well, you know, you can like pay money to like wildlife places. And,
Right.
like you can adopt.
So you
An
adopted
animal.
a puffin.
Yeah.
Did
and
you name it?
Frank.
I'm glad you were original with a name. That's like when Gavin was 5 and everything was Frank. But if you were around that age, I mean, like,
No, I think I was like,
oh, Frank.
I was
Frank
older
the
than
Puffin. Well,
Yeah.
would you
And
still name it?
I had like a big stuffed animal one.
Okay.
And a
Stuffed
puffin
puffin.
keychain.
It wasn't made out of real puffin, right?
No.
Right. Okay, good. Okay.
And then all of a sudden I liked snails. So
How long have you liked snails?
a couple years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And your family's cool with your snail addiction.
Yeah.
You like your cucumber.
Yeah. My parents got me the snails for Christmas. So
Okay.
yeah.
Well, that's good.
So yeah, they're cool with it.
I'm glad you like your snails. I'm glad you have your snails in your life.
Thank you.
Okay. And you have good
Yes.
names for them, too. Really like the Tia and Tamara.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you for sharing about your snails. Tia. I almost called you Tia, Tamara, Tessa. All right. So let's talk about this food. Let's talk about your ground turkey
Yes.
tacos. What'd you think?
They're pretty good. I liked them.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you don't want any sauce or anything like that?
No, I'm not
You're
adventurous
very plain
when
with
it comes
food.
to food. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I'm just not like I like real tacos, not ground turkey tacos. I mean, Shannon does good with the seasoning and what she does. However, I'm just a little different. So like when we have taco night, I normally make a taco salad, add some pickled jalapenos, some guacamole, sour cream, more cheese, and all that stuff. That's normally like if we go to a Mexican restaurant, I'll get like a taco salad, but I mainly get it because I like the tortilla bowl so I can eat the
Yeah.
bowl away. It saves on dishes. I'm just saying, saves on dishes. When you go out and eat, because I want to hear what this is like for you, since you aren't like a major, like you're not a foodie.
No.
No, you're definitely not a foodie, because I try to talk to you about food and you're like, yeah, no. If you were to go out, any fast food restaurant, like something quick you could get, like something that you like some food that you desire, what fast food place would it be? So let me give you an example. Mine typically is McDonald's. I love McDonald's, but I'm going to McDonald's because I know I want their French fries and maybe I'm into a fish fillet or a Big Mac, quarter pounder, whatever it might be. What is the fast food restaurant that you would pick? Cookout.
Yeah.
Now, we've never been to a cookout. I know there's one in Fredericksburg.
Yeah, that's like the closest one.
Okay, that's fine. Now, what type of food does Cookout have? Is it normal fast food?
Yeah. They have like everything.
Okay, so burgers, chicken,
Burgers,
whatever.
quesadillas, chicken tenders,
Oh, they have
fries.
so they have a lot.
Yeah, they have cheese curds. They have like 50 flavors of milkshakes.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's open like super late at night.
Okay,
So,
we're going to have to hit
yeah.
it. We see it every time we're going to Central Park. So you're not like a big gorge your face with food, are you? Like it's just
No.
you get enough just to kind of fill your need, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So normally we call this our super secret meal, meaning that this is the meal we don't want other people to see us eat.
Okay.
So normally it's like a lot of food. Now, several guests on here, it's like normal.
Okay.
And we've had other guests where it's like, yeah, get it. So yours isn't going to be a yeah, get it. Yours
Probably
is
not.
like, okay, so you're going to Cookout. What are you ordering? Like, let's say
been there
it's
in
been
a couple of years.
it's been a bad day, right?
Yeah.
And food just it helps you. It makes you feel better because you're satisfying your sadness with cholesterol-driven food.
And grease.
In Greece, what would you get? What would be that happy meal for you? So instead of a secret meal, we'll call it Tessa's happy meal from
Tessa's
Cookout.
happy meal.
What would that be?
A milkshake.
Okay. What kind of milkshake?
Fudge flavored milkshake.
They make one?
Yeah, they have that. It's pretty good.
Whipped cream?
Yes.
Okay.
No cherry. I don't like cherries.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so whipped cream. Are you going to mix it, or are you going to kind of take that you are going to mix it?
No.
No, you want to
Why
take that
would
big
you?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
A cheese quesadilla.
Okay. No chicken. I like cheese quesadillas better than having
Maybe
like
a
meat
chicken
on there.
and a cheese quesadilla.
Okay.
Maybe both.
All right.
Fries.
Fries.
Yes.
Do you have a certain type of fry you like? Like, do you like shoestring fries or steak fries or crinkle fries?
Curly. Well, Arby's curly fries.
Arby's curly fries. Those are great.
The best fries.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then you're going to
cool.
then you're going to Arby's and you're picking up fries too.
Yes.
All right. So a fudge milkshake, Arby's fries.
Yep.
No, this is all good. A chicken
Quesadillas.
quesadilla, a cheese quesadilla, anything else? Are you
Trying to think
satisfied
of
with that?
anything else? What about like a whole ice cream cake?
It can be whatever you want. A whole ice cream cake with
Yes.
it? Like the Carvel kind? Yes. Do you ever notice that the Carvel cakes have a certain smell to them? Like it's a
Yeah.
wonderful smell.
Yeah.
It's like some kind of like I swear it's like a chemical. I don't know what it is, but when I was a kid, right beside my grandmother's pet shop, there was a Carvel ice cream store. And when you walked into it, you got this smell. And the cakes still smell like it. It is wonderful. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love a Carvel cake.
Yeah, there used to be a Carvel up
And La
the
Plata.
road. Yeah.
Yeah, there was one in La Plata.
Yep.
Yeah. That was an okay one.
Yeah,
But
it
you
was
still got the
nice.
smell.
Yeah.
But it's something just about a Carvel cake.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you thank you for sharing your happy meal.
You're welcome.
What do you like to make at home? Like do you have a go-to meal that you'll make at home? Are you much of a cook or no?
Only really like for breakfast.
Okay, what's that?
For breakfast?
Yeah, like are you a big breakfast person?
Sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like what do you
Sometimes.
make?
Well, okay. I guess like my ideal breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
We can picture that. Pancakes.
Pancakes.
Yes.
Okay.
Just plain.
Homemade pancakes or like are these the ones that are frozen and you're throwing in the
No.
microwave?
No.
I don't
like
know.
we have like the Krusty's pancake mix.
Okay.
That's what it's called.
There's a crusty doll right there. But
yeah.
Okay.
That's the brand Krusty's. So, yeah, those
Okay.
are really good pancakes.
What are you putting on your pancakes? Are you a butter person?
Yeah, just butter and syrup.
Okay.
Yeah.
You ever have it with just butter? Like I love butter.
Have you done butter with sugar on top?
No. That sounds good too.
It is really good. And it's like crunchy.
So when I make waffles, now when I say I make them, like they're like Eggos or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
I have to make sure that that butter is in every crevice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Shannon calls it my waffle butter. She'll be like, "I'm gonna butter that up. I'm gonna do the Brian's waffle butter." I'm like, "What do you mean? Every crevice is filled with butter." Like it just, I just have to. Oh, well, I mean, we're talking about waffles, waffle crevices. Okay, so you're making pancakes.
Yes.
Anything else with it? Do you do fruit with it? Yogurt?
No.
Okay.
I do like pancakes, eggs,
Okay.
either scrambled eggs or fried eggs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you do ketchup or anything with it or no?
No.
I don't. Some people do. I do
Yeah,
sometimes.
my dad does. and
Scrambled
I
eggs,
don't.
I'll do ketchup with it or hot sauce.
I can't get behind that.
No, I do like them like runny, like sunny side up. Shannon
I
calls
can't
them
eat
bubble
that either.
eggs. Because that's what her mom used to always call them.
Bubble
She'd make
eggs.
they would make this bubble egg sandwich, which toast the bubbled egg sunny side up, right, or slightly over easy, with American cheese, bacon, and then a bunch of Kraft mayo on it. It's good. So then it's nice and runny when you squeeze it, and it goes down your fingies. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, thank you for sharing that.
You're welcome.
Was there more?
No.
Are you looking at your notes? Let me
Yeah.
see. Do I? No, that's it. That's all I eat. All right.
Well, the chicken bacon that
I
we
can't get
is
into
good.
that. It's not. It smells like flesh. Looks like flesh.
But how do you do it? Do you like
So I like
Heat
to
it up on,
smoke.
like,
I
the
like to smoke my
stove?
bacon.
Oh.
I will because it tastes so much better. But not turkey bacon and not chicken bacon.
yeah.
It looks disturbing. It'd be great as a Halloween like effect, but it smells gross. It looks gross. I can't do it. Now I do like the beef bacon they've been putting out. I know you don't eat beef, but like
They're
it's like a
making that?
brisket. Yeah, yeah.
It
Places sell
probably
it.
tastes so good.
It's delicious, especially if you smoke it. So anyway, the nice thing about smoking bacon is it doesn't really lose the size of it. You know, like 'cause normally if you put it in an oven or in the
Yeah.
frying pan, like it gets smaller. Not when you smoke it, and it's got a crisp to it. So if you do like get a thick cut bacon,
I haven't had bacon in like 2.5 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
I get it. You have to.
I mean,
Well,
I could eat it.
well, I wouldn't take the. There's a reason she doesn't have beef bacon, but we'll save that for another episode. We'll bring you on when we talk about, because my friend Charlie that we had on the
Yeah.
podcast had the same thing. So we'll talk
Okay.
about that somewhere. Anyway, thank you for coming and telling us about snails and about your food and
You're
eating some
welcome.
wonderful tacos with it. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for listening. Make sure you subscribe and like the podcast here on YouTube. Also, if you are listening on your favorite podcast platform, make sure you subscribe. That way you're notified of new episodes and that you give it 5 stars. Make sure you tell your friends about the podcast, the video on YouTube and on all the podcast platforms. That way other people know about the things that I have, about the people that I have on this podcast. The whole reason I do this podcast is that it's a passion project, so other people can know about the people that I know. I love hearing everyone's stories, and I love sharing those stories. So so tell your friends, tell everybody, tell the people you don't like, or tell your person that works at your market to listen to Brian Knows.
Yeah, Brian knows.
Okay, be quiet.
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Make sure you leave a
Dun-dun.
comment. I'd love to say hi to you, as long as it's nice. If you're mean, you're not getting a hi.
Yeah.
And last but not least, and show notes, check out the show notes. There's a link to the store. It's got Brian Knows merch on there. I do have a gift for you.
Oh,
You get your very own BKB. If you hear right here, shake it, shake it. Sounds
that was a
neat,
nice
right?
sound. Do it
Okay.
again.
Okay, so don't look. I want you to reach in there and grab one. This is a BKB. Get your very
Okay.
own. Let's see what color you get. You got, look at this little Brian Knows baby. That's what BKB stands for. Show the camera, get nice and
Oh.
close. You don't have to get up. Just there we go. Look, that's
It's
adorable.
the same color as my hand.
That's the, well, you must have wanted to pick that one.
I did.
So cherish that forever. There we go. Some people have left them in here, and
Oh, no, I'll
Jack.
keep them.
um,
Well, I have something for you.
for me,
Yes.
I'm excited. Let's see what she has. She's reaching into her magic bag, aka her purse.
I brought you a snail.
Did you really?
Yes.
Are you serious? Tess, this is awesome. Oh my gosh. This is awesome. Look at that snail. Look at that.
Yeah, I crocheted it a couple years ago.
Oh my gosh. This
Yeah.
is awesome. This is perfect for the man shed. That's perfect for the man shed. We'll see. We'll get him right there.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna find a good place for him here, so that way when you see other episodes, you'll be able to see your snail.
Okay.
Let's name the snail Frank. Frank the snail. It's like a puffin.
Frank the snail.
That is awesome. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I love it. Good man shed gift. Wait till I show Gavin. Oh, like that's Frank, Gavin.
Yep.
Thank you for coming on here.
Thank you for having me.
All right. All right. This is Brian Knows Tessa.
Brian knows, yeah, Brian knows. Good food, good ideas, that's how it goes.
People want to see me eat?
What?
What'd you say?
I didn't say that.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to have you actually look into the camera and say, I'm Tessa and Brian knows me. Right in the camera. Don't worry about it. Say bye, everybody. I did that on purpose. Bye.
One thought on the Brian Knows Show.